Hello and welcome to another episode of Chocolate Plus. My name is Mark, aka the Great British Chocolatier, and today I woke up with a splitting headache. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I was gonna make this video, but I said on with the show, I gotta make them. So what are we making? We're making Oreo eyeballs, which I'm gonna call Oreo eyeballs. We got our Oreos here. We're gonna crush them up, mix them up with some cream cheese, and we're gonna dip them in white chocolate. And what I thought about doing is using some of my raspberry fruit powder to add in a little bit of unexpected flair, and it's gonna taste delicious. Now, I would say use a blender to mash these up. I've only got this tiny one here, and it might do good. So I wasn't going to use it, but I'll use it. So we're gonna, very simple, we're just gonna break up some Oreos in here. Using some of my powder. And so what we're going to need for the cream cheese is my head is really, I know, giving me a splitting headache. We're probably going to leave about half of this. This is how many's in there. This is about 2 ounces. So I'm going to start off with, there's 2, 4, there's 8 ounces in here. So I'm going to put 2 ounces and see what that does. If you take this out the fridge, you want it to be countertop for a while because you want it to be soft. Otherwise it'd be too hard and don't want that. Okay, so let's see how we do with that. Whatever I plug it in, which is over here. It's this headache, I'm telling you. Alright, little bit of noise. I can fast forward this now because I've got a computer, thanks to my sisters. So let's blend this up. And you're going to use an actual blender. I'm not using a blender, I'm using this little tiny mixer thing. And if it works, great. If not, plan B. Here we go. Okay, I've got a computer. All right, it's getting there, mixing all together. It's getting there. Tiny. All right, we got that. That's what we want. Just take this out. Be careful, because these are sharp edges. All right. Put that over there, and it might actually be a little bit too soft, but that's okay. Let me actually put all 15 in now that it's did that. I don't want it too loose because that won't be too good. So we've got 2 ounces there, 15 cookies, and now I've messed everything up. There we go. Stick it back on there. All right. Put that over there. All right, that's good. So we got the ratios right. Now, at least 15 Oreos, 2 ounces of cream cheese. Blend it, mix it together until you get like a soft, pliable, like Play-Doh. And I did say I was going to add in the I was going to add this in, and I forgot, so I can fix that. As he puts it in the third trap. Now of course when you do this, you're not going to make those mistakes. You're going to be perfect, and your friends and family are going to be shocked, stunned and amazed But I'm going to put it down to my headache because my head hurts. So we're going to put about a teaspoon, nothing measured. And because it's that time of year, it don't matter if it's he puts it in the third time. Now that's that done. Also, what I just thought, you could also use pop rocks, those things that go pop in your mouth, hence called pop rocks. And you're like, does this guy know what he's doing? Listen, I've got a headache. Okay, so it's all good. All right. So from this, what we're gonna do, we're gonna make about small 1-inch balls, like a cake pop, and as round as possible. Now, of course, because it's soft, I'm going to say you're going to put these in the freezer for a little bit because you want them to be really firm. And you're like, does this guy know what he's doing? Listen, so don't come at me saying I couldn't make that many from what I did. Well, you made your eyeballs too big. So it looks like we got 9 out of this, and they're getting bigger and smaller. But orcs come in all shapes and sizes, and we even have an odd eye. So obviously one of them didn't have an eye. So there you go. That's going to go in the freezer. It's going to go in there for a good time, for at least 20 minutes to half an hour. And so I'll be back when this gets out of there, and then we'll be ready with the chocolate. Until then, don't go away. I'll be back. And maybe I'll take some for my headache. Okay, we are back. And look, I transferred them onto a plate because this didn't fit in the freezer. And I kind of knew that it wouldn't. Okay, so these are hard now. And so after you put them in the freezer, you're going to leave them to get room temperatured. Because right now, what's happening, the cold air, the warm air is cold and hot mixed together. It makes the moisture, so it's wet. So the little condensation. So we're gonna let them just warm up a tiny bit, because what will also happen is it'll crack the chocolate. The hot chocolate on something cold will instantly crack. Which is okay if you're making eyeballs, because eyeballs can, especially orc eyeballs, they can crack. So I'm just going to leave them here like that. And as you know, we've got a new chocolate here. I'm not a great fan, but these are the candy wafers, and they're called Melt Craft. And what we got is what we use. And we're going to stick them in there. And what we're going to do is throw them in the microwave for 30 seconds, take them out, stir them around, and give them another 30 seconds. And we're going to do that 3 times. And I gotta get, this head is, telling me, spitting headache is no fun. So I'll fast forward this. By the time it gets done, we'll be back. Been having trouble with this microwave. It's been blowing out the power. But anyway, stir it. You get a little bit of melting, not a lot. But stir it anyway, because you want to distribute that heat. Oh, my head is moving from here to there. Alright. Finally got rid of my headache. Alright, so round 3, and it's mostly melted, and you're going to see with this particular brand that you're going to have a few more lumps than you'd like, but we're going to keep on stirring like so. And if you find they're not melting because it's getting too cold, then we're going to put it in the microwave for another 10 to 15 seconds. No more than that, because you don't want to burn the chocolate. But you will find, if you keep stirring, all those lumps will go out. And so, I let that cool down. Now I did say we could put these on sticks, but of course, because they're kind of real frozen still, we can't get a stick in there. So you could have put the sticks in there beforehand, but I didn't. But these are slippery because they're wet, so they're not moldable. They're a little bit moldable, like so. So, in fact, you probably could get a stick in there. See, you wanna, and see the difference? That's because it got wet. But there's the cream cheese in there, so there you go. Not a perfect ball. You don't want a perfectly round, but if you want, you know, you can be perfectly round, but we're not. So just pull these to the front, and what we're going to do, we're just going to throw them in, like so, and we're going to cover them up as best as we can in the chocolate. Now they're going to look a little bit wild, but that's okay. And then we're just going to dump them down on the sheet. He says everything's sticking. There you go. And if you get some Oreo stuck on there, that's alright. Patch it up. They're going to be eyeballs. They're not meant to be looking perfect. But you get the gist. Squeeze them together. That flat part out. Roll them into a ball as best as you can. And into the white chocolate. So I'm going to carry on doing this. You got the gist? And then onto the parchment paper. So I don't know if you know about orc eyes. They're not very round, they're not very spherical. They're kind of they look exactly like that. Look, that's what they look like. They just look exactly like that. And inherently what we're making here is a cookie and cream combo here. Which is going to be delicious. Knock off as much excess as you can. And then you're going to roll it onto. So I'm going to carry on doing this. And I'll be back when it's done. Alright, just down to the last two now. And so, round them out as best as you can. And of course, because these are cold, the chocolate's going to get colder quicker. If you find it a little bit more hard to work with, you can throw it back in the microwave for another 10 seconds. So we've got 8 there, so I'm going to test this one to see what it tastes like. Look at that. Oh, I feel, wow. Oh no. I don't know what's happening. Oh no, oh no. Oh, it's okay. I'm alright. I'm okay. Whew. I'm fine. Well, that was really strange. I don't know what come over me. So there you have it. You have these, and as you see, they started cracking, like so, which is fine because, like I said, it's because I feel a little bit dog tired now. oh, what's going on? So you could leave these as is. They don't need to go into the fridge because the coldness has already happened. And this is really good stuff. Eat that one later. So you got to make these into eyeballs. So we're gonna haven't heard of my sight. All right, we're gonna get some red here, and we're not gonna use all of it. Throw it in the microwave. 30 seconds, like so, because we're going to put, I should have been prepared and now my brain's all gone, I don't know what's happening. I kind of feel a little bit dog tired right now. After that splitting headache, I don't know, well these are good, right? I don't know. My mind is all in a fog right now, and I don't really know what to say, but chocolate must go on. So we sell chocolate. I don't know, I can't see. So stir them up like that, because you're gonna distribute the heat. 30 more seconds, and I think we should be good. And then yeah, oh my goodness me, I don't know what's come over me. My wife made me, she didn't make me, but she got me this outfit, like, you know, so I hope you like it. So I found it when I fell on the floor, I don't know, like something, it was just weird. So anyway, whew, I'm out of breath. So stir it a second time, and as we know, this is a different chocolate. Don't worry about that, because that's all right. And we're gonna add something to these eyes here. So we've got to give me a little bit of a. And I had some of these. These are little tiny, but I can't find them all. But I do have, I don't need those. Oh boy, very hard to see, so I have to go to the optician. But there you go. I only want a little bit, and then we're going to stir that up together. Because what we're going to do, as you know, these are all eyeballs. So, you know what, I'm going to use these little cups here. I've got 2, 4, I've got 6, 8. I need one more. Here we go. So, this is my thought. We're going to grab these like to, and you've got the flat edge there. So, that's kind of good. So just move this over there, and what we're going to do is simply stick it in like that, and then that's my thought anyway. And then you got kind of like the retina inside part, and we're going to just put them in upside down. I need a paper towel. Ooh, my ears are itchy. I want to scratch them, but I can't scratch them because I'm working with. Alright, so stick it in there, and you want that kind of, if you can, that so there we go. So we're going to leave that for a little bit. Oh, hold on. Oh, I don't know what came over me. it was kind of weird. How did these get done? Did you do these? I didn't. Did you do that? How did this? Anyway, we're back. So now that this has got to firm up, because I can see that it's still wet. But we've got to make the eyeball on that side. And so don't go away. We'll be right back. You'll be glad to know I'm feeling a lot better. So what I've done, I've melted a little bit of blue. Put it in the microwave for 3 rounds of, even though there've been a couple in there, it's just been 3 rounds of 30 seconds. And I'm not going to put it anymore. And so what we're going to do now, to all these, we're going to paint a blue eye on them, like so. And you could use any color chocolate that you want. There's no, so there you go, like that there. You're just not going to drop it like what I did. Don't have to be pretty, because remember these are orc eyes, and these orcs are blue eyes. And what we need to do after we do that is, let's get some paper towel here. And we have these eyes here that are coming together. So now we want a little bit of pupil, and we're going to give them red pupils. As you see, I just put 15 seconds on the clock. That might not be enough, but I only want a little tiny dot. And I've got a smaller brush. You can use any paint brushes, as long as the little hairs don't come out. So, was that enough? Yeah, there's a hot spot here. And so what we're going to do now to finish our eye off, we're just going to give it a red pupil, like so. A tiny dot. And I've got a smaller brush. You can use any paint brushes, as long as the little hairs don't. Okay, and there we have our eyeball looking at me, looking at you, and pull them straight out of an orc, like you do. And I think we're oh my goodness, it happened again. So that's all we got time for this week. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Let's get our famous red plates. Can't forget our famous red plates. Right here. 1, 2, 3. Putting all our eyeballs together. Look at that. I mean, it's a work of art. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. And there we have it. We have our orc Oreo eyeballs looking at you, looking at me. Absolutely delightful. Gonna taste great, gonna amaze all your family and friends if you make this yourself. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't yet, chocolatize that subscribe button. I think I said that wrong, but chocolatize that subscribe button so it will let you know every time a new video has been uploaded. This video has been kind of wacky, kind of crazy. I started with a spitting headache and now I feel like I want to eat a ton of meat. But that's okay. Until next time, have a great day and see you next time. Bye-bye. I don't know why I'm smiling in this thing. They can't see what I'm doing. Alright, that's it. I'm done.